Good morning. Good morning. This is Charles Coachman, and we are walking our way through the Bible, reading our way through Proverbs, digging into the book of Luke, and just getting ready for the day ahead. Getting ready for the day ahead, putting on the whole armor of God so that we are prepared. We are prepared. Hey, I like to get the day started off with shout outs, and we have got one of the fellows that I have been paying attention to for the last few months as he has come out, and he's a great speaker, and he's a guy that's a lot of people referred to as a road warrior because he is one of the guys that has always traveled on the road making his sales. And Andy Chafee, happy birthday to you. Wishing you all of the best. All of the best. Go out and enjoy it, Randy, on Valentine's Day, nonetheless. Randy, happy birthday to you. If it's your birthday out there, happy birthday to you. Enjoy it. Enjoy this day. Let's take a quick look. Happy Valentine's. Well, let's say make it maybe Happy Valentine's Day. Maybe. The tired cat. Let's make sure that we got this. So, happy Valentine's Day. Wishing everybody, if you and your sweetie are together, happy Valentine's Day to you. Even if you're not, it's a good time to treat yourself well. Every day is a good day to treat yourself well. But today, especially, enjoy it. Enjoy it. I know I'll get to spend some time with my wife and possibly my daughter this morning, so that I will enjoy. And then I'll get to finish. I've already told them I will be in the office working on taxes all day, as I have spent several hours digging through stuff yesterday, making sure that I've got everything that I can claim as possible. And at least I have got a good tax man. He is called the Tax Man, Randy Warchowski here in San Jose. But I've had one a few years ago after I'd had the same CPA for years. I hired somebody that she sold her business to, and he put me through a ringer, and I have been dealing with the IRS ever since. So I'm still doing some taxes from a few years back, trying to get all that stuff straightened out. But I digress. Hoping that you were having just a wonderful day. Get out, and if you're on the East Coast, it's already the sunlight. But if you're on the West Coast, we still got basically another hour of darkness before everything lightens up, and then we get on with our day. I'm not sure what the weather's going to be like. I do know it's 44 degrees, so we're not freezing, but it's California. That's a chill. That's a chill. So let me get this up here before I forget. We have got, today we are on Proverbs 14, 1 through 35, as it is Sunday, February 14th. Happy Valentine's Day. And then we're going to scoot over to Luke 17, 22 through 37. And maybe we'll throw in Revelation 3:20. I don't think I even need to turn to it, but Revelation 3:20, as it's a day that we're going to start discussing a little bit here in the near future. Let's see, quick shout outs. Good morning, Kathy. Kathy Sherritt's Carval. That beautiful little grandbaby. Happy Valentine's Day. Laura Bramlett Wilkerson. Hey, Laura. How are you? How are you? Happy Valentine's. Did you know Valentine's was originally for gift giving to the orphans in the world? I did not. I absolutely did not. I was certain there was a story behind it, but I didn't know. All I thought it was from Hallmark or one of the greeting card companies. I don't know, but it's time to celebrate. And your husband is from San Jose. That is awesome because you guys are up in Michigan. How would somebody from San Jose decide they need to be in Michigan? Ooh, I don't know. And then Gloria Brown, good morning. Good morning to you, Gloria. I am so glad that you are here. And Laura, I know that there's a few months in Michigan where it's almost livable. I know that. It is, I am certain that there is some great times, but I've had some friends that went back there and have worked in the shipyards and were on some of the ships as they were delivering back and forth between Canada or moving back and forth on the Great Lakes. Okay, let's get this going. Contrast the upright and the wicked. Contrast the upright and the wicked. The wise woman builds her house, but the foolish tears it down with their own hands. He who walks in uprightness fears the Lord, but he who is devious in his ways despises him. In the mouth of the foolish is a rod for his back, but the lips of the wise will protect them. Where no oxen are, the manger is clean, but much revenue comes by the strength of the ox. A trustworthy witness will not lie, but a false witness utters lies. A scoffer seeks wisdom and finds none, but knowledge is easy to one who has understanding. Leave the presence of a fool, or you will not discern words of knowledge. The wisdom of the sensible is to understand his way, but the foolishness of fools is deceit. Fools mock at sin, but among the upright there is goodwill. The heart will know its own bitterness, and a stranger does not share its joy. The house of the wicked will be destroyed, but the tent of the upright will flourish. There is a way which seems right to man, but its end is the way of death. Even in laughter, the heart may be in pain, and the end of joy may be grief. The backslider in heart will have his fill of his own ways, but a good man will be satisfied with his. The naive believes everything, but the sensible man considers his steps. A wise man is cautious and turns away from evil, but a fool is arrogant and careless. A quick-tempered man acts foolishly, and a man of evil devices is hated. The naive inherit foolishness, but the sensible are crowned with knowledge. The evil will bow down before the good, and the wicked at the gates of the righteous. The poor is hated even by his neighbor, but those who love the rich are many. He who despises his neighbor sins, but happy is he who's gracious to the poor. But happy is he who is gracious to the poor. Will they not go astray who devise evil? But kindness and truth will be to those who devise good. In all labor there is profit, but more talk leads only to poverty. In all labor there is profit, but mere talk leads only to poverty. The crown of the wise is their riches, but the folly of fools is their foolishness. A truthful witness saves lives, but he who utters lies is treacherous. In the fear of the Lord, there is strong confidence, and his children will have refuge. The fear of the Lord is a fountain of life, that one may avoid the snares of death. In a multitude of people is a king's glory, but in the death of the people is a prince's ruin. He who is slow to anger has great understanding, but he who is quick-tempered exalts folly. A tranquil heart is life to the body, but passion is rottenness to the bones. He who oppresses the poor taunts his maker, but he who is gracious to the needy honors him. The wicked is thrust down by his wrongdoing, but the righteous has refuge when he dies. Wisdom rests in the heart of one who has understanding, but in the hearts of fools it is made known. Righteousness exalts a nation, but sin is a disgrace to any people. The king's favor is toward a servant who acts wisely, but his anger is towards him who acts shamefully. Proverbs 14, again, seek wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, doing the right things, helping the poor, helping the less fortunate. That's what we're called to do. That is one of the things that brings joy to God. Leave the presence of a fool. The wisdom of the sensible is to understand his way. The house of the wicked will be destroyed, but the tent of the upright will flourish. Even in laughter, the heart may be in pain, and the end of joy may be grief. God is giving us, these inspired words of God are giving us everything that we need to build that foundation. And I will come back to that many, many times, building the foundation of our lives, knowing exactly where we need to go, knowing exactly what we need to do. The Bible is all about that. And I've said this many times, and I'll continue to say it. We are not given a guide for life. How many times are you told that? How many times have you said it? Well, life would be much easier if, we had an owner's guide. Well, you know what? An owner's manual. This is the owner's manual. This is our creator's manual telling us exactly what we need to do in life. And we can either do like we do with our car manuals, turn away from, shove them under the seat, or take them in the house to never open them up again. Or we can dig in and find out exactly what God had in store for us and has in mind for us. I'm going to turn to Luke 17:22. The second coming foretold. And he said to the disciples, the days will come when you will long to see one of the days of the Son of Man, and you will not see it. They will say to you, look there, look here. Do not go away and do not run after them. For just like lightning, when it flashes out of one part of the sky, shines to the other part of the sky, so will the Son of Man be in his day. But first he must suffer many things and be rejected by this generation. And it just happened in the days of Noah, and so it will be also in the days of the Son of Man. They were eating, they were drinking, they were marrying, they were given in marriage until the day of Noah entered the ark, and the flood came and destroyed them all. It was the same as happened in the days of Lot. They were eating, they were drinking, they were buying, they were selling, and they were planting, and they were building. But on the day that Lot went out from Sodom, but On the day that Lot went out from Sodom, it rained fire and brimstone from heaven and destroyed them all. It will be just the same on the day that the Son of Man is revealed. On that day, the one who is on the housetop and whose goods are in the house must not go down to take them out, and likewise the one who is in the field must not turn back. Remember Lot's wife. Whoever seeks to keep his life will lose it, and whoever loses his life will preserve it. I tell you, on that night there will be two in one bed, and one will be taken, the other will be left. There will be two women grinding at the same place, one will be taken, the other will be left. Two men will be in the field, one will be taken, and the other will be left. And answering, they said to him, Where, Lord? And he said to them, Where the body is, there also the vultures will be gathered. He's telling them, this time ahead is coming. This time is coming. You will not know where or when, but it is coming. Don't be like they were in the days of Noah. Don't be like they were in the days of Lot. Be prepared each and every day. Each and every day. And this is what people don't understand, is that someday there will be a return. And we need to be ready. We don't know when it is. We just do not have any idea. But in that day, we want to be prepared. Soon to be 55, Mark Rodriguez. Good morning. Good morning, Mark. Let's turn to Revelation 3:20, and let's just take a quick look here for any of our friends that we know, for the people that we love and that we care about. The offer is there. The offer to let Christ to come into your life at any time. You cannot force that upon anybody. It is a person's own decision. Will they make that decision or not? We've got the book. We understand what it says. We need to dig in further. We need to keep doing our research. We need to understand. We need to listen. We need to talk it out amongst ourselves. We need to pray for each other. We need to offer people help when they need it. We need to take others in when we have to. We need to give people a little coverage. If we need to share clothing with them, if we need to share food with them, if somebody is in need, we need to try and take care of them, if it's at all possible. And we are a giving people. That is for certain. That is for certain. We need to do that. We need to care for each other. Today is a day where people will be caring for each other all over the place. But we need to do this on a daily basis. That's all. We make sure that we do it. But as I turn to Revelation 3:20, and this is what Jesus does for each person. For each person, we have to realize it. Behold, I stand at the door and knock. If anyone hears my voice and opens the door, I will come in to him and will dine with him and he with me. Behold, I stand at the door and knock. If anyone hears my voice and opens the door, I will come in to him and will dine with him and he with me. It is no more difficult than that, to ask Christ into our lives, to ask Christ to take away our sins, to ask Christ to forgive our sins. and to ask him into our hearts. And that's all that I can remember the day that I was baptized. I can remember the day that the pastor sat in our house, and I can remember being very, very emotional when I finally said, you know what? There is more to life than what I'm doing. There is more to life than the crazy life that I was living. I wasn't a drug addict. I had a wonderful family, but I was in a business that I could go to one area of town and I could see somebody laying in the street drinking product that we had delivered. I could go to, probably the most telling time was Darlene and I drove to San Francisco, and out on the street next to a very famous map company, there was a man passed out on the street, and there he was with one of our 200 mils of vodka right there with him. And that was a very telling time. And I did a lot of things, but there came a time when I decided that it was time to turn my life over to Christ and to start paying attention, more attention to my family and more attention to good things, and start hanging around with people that were making a true difference in the world, a difference in others' lives, not just caring about themselves and their families, but caring for others in the community. Not that I hadn't always done that, but it needed to be in a bigger platform, in a way that I knew where these people were that needed a help or needed a good word, or be with people that could give me a good word when I needed a good word and some encouragement. And that's what I ask for each one of you, is that you would be that person that would encourage another. And I know that you are. Everyone here encourages somebody else, encourages many others. And that we need to make our lives of it. That's what God put us on earth for, is to take care of each other, to look towards him, for guidance, and go out and do the best each day that we possibly can. And today's a good day for it. We are going to be loving on our families and wishing each other a happy Valentine's. But we got to truly mean it. We've got to truly care for one another and take care of each other, because we don't have a lot of time. This time on earth is shortened. I'm taking a look. Here I am, 62 years old. But you know what? That's a short time when we come to looking at eternity. It's like a piece of sand on the beach. It's like one of the pebbles. That's all it is. So we got to make this time count by helping one another. I wish everyone a wonderful day. I thank you for being here. I wish you a fun time with your family, with your loved ones. If you're able to get together, we're still on a lockdown. I can't travel to see my aunt and uncle where I wish I would. But soon enough. But we can make that phone call. We don't have to be sitting next to them. That's the miracle of phones. We can make a phone call. It's not just for giving our thumbs a workout. We can get on our phones and call someone. I was so delighted to talk to my son last night. It just brings me immense joy. And I hope that you experience the same today. Have an awesome day. Thank you for being here. If you'd like to share this out, we would love that. If you will be here tomorrow, we'd love that even more. Have a great day. Happy Valentine's Day. Go out and enjoy it. God bless.